EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the New Orleans Saints. Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. And from his own end zone, Alontae Taylor will return it. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. They start the drive on the ground. CallmeA, and he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Toss wide side. This is CallmeA. And he'll be stopped up at the 26 after a gain of only a couple.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now it's the veteran Jamal Williams. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it. And some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
Carr going to go on 4th down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. Kawan Baker, 72 yards. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you can get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Mahomes to throw once more. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3. But now it's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That is caught. He's going to have the 1st down and then some. And all the way down to the 5. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So they get pushed back to the 11. And here's 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal, escaping the pressure right. He's got it. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They are able to get 9 yards out of that, but now it's 4th down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
In his own end zone, it's Carr. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. To throw from his end zone, Carr. He's got his target. That's complete. Across midfield. He's on his way. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.T. Perry, 98 yards. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
They'll look to run for it with Williams. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick 6. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick 6.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And they turn the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upset. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, 60 yards. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. On the return, it's Taylor from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up. Now they'll throw with Carr. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Carr. And it's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Completes it to Perry. Touchdown! 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he's got it. So the try for 2 successful. And that moves their lead up even further. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football. But how about the group as a whole? Setting up that big-time return, yardage that we won't even account for in the box score, may help them win the game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Mahomes will try again on second down. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. But let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
So 2 successful 2-point tries now for them.
And you know what it does? It gives you a boost, a huge one for your team because, hey, you're dominating them now. They can't stop you either scoring touchdowns or 2-point conversions. But how about the defense? You don't know what to do at this stage. You can't stop them in any direction.
And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
On second down, Williams. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 3rd and 6. Now Carr. He'll buy some time right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Got an open man. It's Olave. He's to the 15. Touchdown, Saints. Making 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Well, not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
They'll turn to CallmeA, and he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This taken in at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Here's Mahomes to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Now it's Mahomes again. Flush to his right. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
It certainly looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Mahomes now to throw. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alontae Taylor.